down with your broke ass.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
Oh, blessings, blessings. Welcome to Uncensored Enlightenment Talk. I'm sorry I'm a little late, y'all. God be the glory. I missed y'all. I've been working hard, and I hope you guys are too. The meeting should be starting. We're going to put it right on the screen right now. We're going to say shout out to Miss Alicia Nicole. Thank you. She is there. I think this is not short notice, or is it short notice? But I definitely know that many people didn't know this was going on. I kind of got notification, probably like, there you go. Look at one of my favorite guys. Look like he done came off. Where you coming from? Vacation? And grew a beard and everything. Anyway, I got wind of this probably like 2 hours ago. So I was like, boom. Y'all know what I was doing 2 hours ago. If y'all know Grace Lee, I was taking a nap. And I said, wait, let's get up. Let's get out. And let's keep up to date of what's going on at the Thornton and Thornton. So I did look at the agenda, and that was everything that those people right there look like. Who do they look like?
That finger's yummy.
They look like Miss Wiedemann over there.
I'd rather chomp on a finger. What a cutie. And look at the one on the end.
They look like Miss Wiedemann family. I don't know why. But yeah, so that's why we're here today. So basically, we looked at the agenda last time, and I'm not going to put it on the screen right now, but we can go over a few things. It's the basic. They're going to go over the general funds, assistant funds, railroad and bridges to approve the bills for that. They also want to adopt the budget. Now, we looked at the budget, and I will hope that they updated the budget. I didn't get a chance to look to see if they put a new one out, but that's something that we're going to be looking at in the next couple of days, because when we did take a look at it, it was looking a little weird.
That's so sweet.
Okay, we keeping our eye on it. It was looking a little weird. There were some holes that I think I saw, as far as definitely when it came for entertainment. And I'm a little cheapskate. I'm gonna be honest. I move on the cheaper side. So on the agenda, they have a few of the events that's gonna be like $4,000. Again, let me just put it on the screen real quick, because it looks like they're hopefully we waiting for. Don't turn the camera to the side again. Who told you to do that, girl? Let me go to her Facebook page and see if she turn her camera. Okay, good. I'm like, who told her to do that?
So they said we didn't see any cars, so Tiffany might not be here.
All right, Miss Wells is there.
Plus, I heard she was at here, so you know it ain't never been about the people, no matter what she said.
All right, let me just put real quick. I'm gonna put the agenda on the screen real quick, and just to show y'all what I'm concerned about. My baby girl. It didn't start yet. Thank you for being here with Grace. I missed y'all. Y'all know we ain't give up. We ain't done. It's been a little bit quiet. It's been quiet. Thank God, because I know people. I don't know. I know my people, or some of my people I've been talking, they sick of the drama. They ready for this to be over. You know, people to get in there, do what they got to do. But as I say, we need to know what they got to do. So this is the budget that I'm, for the games that I'm kind of skeptical about. You guys tell me, do you think that this is okay? $10,000 for Easter, Women's History, $5,000. I mean, it depends on what they're doing. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm not too comfortable with that. I'll go 2,500, 3,000. Again, they're going to have this closed session to discuss the termination of an employee. Many people believe that it is, y'all kept saying Keith Price. Y'all kept saying Keith Price, but then I was saying Robert Hunt. So it could be either or, because both of them are disposable. If you ask me, they're pretty much disposable and they cause trouble. One is more silent than the other one. Miss Wiedemann looks like she just got there. Shout out to Miss Nicole. Thank you for being there and being on task. Shout out to everyone who's still doing their due diligence when it comes to what's going on out there in Thornton. But yeah, Tiffany's a little quiet. I know you guys saw it. I saw it too, her little video where she was giving out food in the food pantry. Um yeah, that I don't know what that was about, but I guess that was one of her last hurrahs to see can she get written in, because she do believe she has a hope. Who's gonna get fired? I don't know. That's what I said. Who do you think is gonna get fired? I think right now I think it's gonna be Robert Hunt. But many people say Keith Price. You know what I'm saying? Keith Price been really quiet. Blessings, best of us. Yes. You almost missed it. Yeah, I know, right? Me too. But while our notifications be on, shout out to Miss Nicole. I didn't even know when they decided to do this.
Look at your comments. I really do be trying, but it's hard watching both and recording and trying to listen.
I wish somebody tell Miss Nicole to get StreamYard. She could be showing. Seemed like she'd be holding two cameras or something. It's not that many people there.
Really was
Ain't
trying
nobody complaining about the overflow room this time.
to no avail, but
Look at the security guard staring at her.
hey, how you doing? You shaking his head. Why? Why you pointing at me? I come in peace. Oh, you do too? Well, we good then. We good then.
Everybody remember Miss Nicole tell my, hey, my Kamal.
Red, the red giraffe.
I was dying. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they're doing the citizens
They,
comment kind of
oh,
crazy. I guess you gotta
there's been some other
stand up
stuff
for
going
yourself.
on. Nate is out there on the beat. So they just out there passing out flyers and stuff. Miss Mary out there on the beat. I'm hearing a lot about that, putting out work, putting up work. Don't forget about Miss Mary, y'all. Keep her in mind. She's running for trustee. Okay. Who else? Yeah, Nate. So I think it was a little discrepancy. I didn't really run down that rabbit hole, but it looks like it was a flyer put out with Nate, and it was kind of confusing. It was confusing to me as well. Of him, it was a picture of him. No, it was a picture of Obama and his father. And I was about to say, don't let me mess up his name before y'all have a Zuckerman. Ain't that's y'all gonna kill me. I done put it to the side, put his name to the side, and now I can't even find it. But him, his daddy, and Obama was in the top of the flyer, and then you had a picture of Nate running for supervisor as an independent, and then you had all the Republicans at the bottom. And I was confused when I was looking at it. Maybe I could show it to y'all. Let me see. While this is playing, I'm gonna get it. I was a little confused, and I wonder why. But he did make a statement and say basically that he didn't endorse it, that type of stuff. I was just kind of confused of how it went out. But with that goes to say Nate's been out there on the beat by himself,
Me and Babe Solo. Y'all remember
doing
that?
his
Let me
thing.
just get her again because
Give
this
me a
one ain't
second.
even
I'm gonna
long.
pull it up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Guys, y'all know I'm coming from my nap.
Yeah, that's her. She did the walk with Jedediah
Hit the
this
like
week.
button if y'all like naps.
Yeah, her and Beth, and y'all know when she gonna
Shut
post
up.
them
I'm over here
cracking up in the
cracking
comments.
jokes. Hold on one
Reminding us
second.
what
Let me
walk
get
she
to my
did.
inbox.
Everybody say
And
somebody already.
shout out to Miss Nicole and oh, look at Thelma. Miss Thelma. I'm gonna get the flyer for y'all. Shout out to all my favorite faves in the back. All right, save image. I don't know why I can't never remember that daggone man name. Yeah, I know I'm over Dalton and Thornton. No, I'm not over y'all yet. I have been indulging more other stuff, y'all.
No bingo, no Tiff. Now she would be here for bingo, which is weird.
I've been indulging a lot of other stuff.
She'll make
I
sure
think
she
they're going to
shows
start the
up.
meeting
She's
eventually.
here to take care of the business and the bills.
Hopefully. All right, let me put it on the screen real quick.
Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing.
Y'all know y'all
Miss
be.
Jones, Miss J. Jones, aka Baby Solo. Okay.
This was the flyer that kind of
Y'all want the
threw some
flyer?
people
Go ahead.
off this week because they were trying to figure out what was going on with Nate. And yeah, so Nate went back and cleared up his statement, basically saying that he didn't put this out or he didn't sponsor it. And I don't know who put it out, but let me see. I just want to say because y'all know Nate fighting hard and somebody trying to sabotage him, but I can't blame somebody. I don't know because it's a little weird. Somebody going that was just that flyer was just retarded right here. This didn't even make no sense. You got independent, Republican, and Democrats on the same flyer. So this was his statement. It says to the residents of Thornton Township, I wanted to clarify any misconception regarding the campaign literature that included my name concerning citizens of Thornton Township has asked to support my campaign by adding me. So it seems like he didn't know about it. Adding me to hold on a second to the material. While I appreciate any support from the community members, I want to make it clear that it is not an endorsement from me, nor am I distributing or promoting any literature created by this group. As an independent candidate, I am solely supported in promoting my campaign for Thornton Township Supervisor. Some have assumed that I have approved or endorsed other candidates listed on this literature, but this is not the case. My focus remains on my own campaign and my commitment to serving the residents of Thornton Township. I sincerely thank everyone who believes in my vision and supports my candidacy. I also encourage all voters to do their own research, ask questions, and make informed decisions before casting their vote. Your vote is your voice. Use it wisely. And I agree. And I agree. So I just want to throw that out there. I ain't forget about Nate. I'm listening to see if this started. It didn't start yet. So that was a little bit of like the little uproar that was going on. You also had a few of the Republican candidates. What's her name? Miss Keisha Richards. Um, we had a little interaction in Dalton politics. Nothing bad. Basically, she was saying she's been putting out stuff in Dalton politics. Shout out to Dalton politics. They've been actually letting her put her stuff out there.
Oh, she
So,
has. Oh,
yes. And she was saying how hard it was putting it out there, and people just bashing it. But the difference was that at least she didn't get labeled like Cassandra. Cassandra. I'm just gonna be honest, because yeah, she handled it like a pro. But like I told her, I understand where she comes from. As a candidate, I just think that people, have their as a person on the outside. That's what I was saying. I think people just have their own people they support in a way of coming at things, and it's a shame that we had to deal with so much hate. But I think they didn't do too bad towards her yet, as what they did to Cassandra. You know what I'm saying? But this is still politics. So I'm gonna give it to y'all. Y'all simmer down. So y'all made Grace Levi a little bit happy because I was over it. That shit suck you dry. You know what I'm saying? But we coming down to the end of it. They walk in the streets. They got people complaining about stealing campaign signs. Um, I had caught a little bit of Martin G live. He was talking about people stealing campaign signs, and also Cassandra was talking about that. She's a little weird. I just gotta say, you really do gotta know law. You gotta know your rules of the campaign. So she had it in a weird spot complaining about people stealing hers, but they're stealing people's as well. They're just stealing people's stuff. Okay. Um, I think it was like a cop paid somebody in Harvey to steal campaign signs. If I'm mistaken, or Dixmoor, a Dixmoor police did that. I was just watching something, And one of the candidates out there was complaining about that. So, the dirty South, y'all ain't gonna love the dirty South over there stealing people campaign signs. But we have less than what, 10 days? 10 days. And this portion is over. Okay. But it's not over, people, because you guys gonna have to stay on task. Remember that. I pray people don't get bored with this because it ain't no more mess. What y'all think Tiffany gonna be doing in the midst of this? Let's see if they're gonna start. Here we go.
Supervisor Hilliard. Motion passed.
It's crazy.
Sorry, was I a little ahead of it? Go and restart the meeting?
Nope, not at all.
You guys not, thank you. Okay, we can continue. Under the next item, we have approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from January 14th.
They do need to
Is
ask
them all
Robert.
together?
Financials.
I can read them together?
Yeah, yes, you can. You can do an omnibus motion to approve all three meeting
Lawyers on
minutes.
Zoom.
Okay. So I would like to approve the meetings from January 14th, the special meeting February 6th, and the regular board meeting for February 11th. Second.
Any discussion?
Say roll call.
Call the roll, please.
Trustee Huberman,
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett, Supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
All right, next item is approval of bills. There a motion to approve.
I would like to make a motion to approve the bills excluding item 186,
These are excluded.
187 through 188, 189, 190 through 192, 184, 195 through 197.
Exclude all
I will
the ones
second
at the
that.
bottom.
All right, any discussion? Please call the roll.
Oh, hold on.
$20,000 or
Because I
whatever
do
that
have a
is.
little discussion.
Okay, trade.
For two of these, the JM sales and the OK trading. Oh, I saw Robert come in here. Can we not put these on anymore? These were for the Christmas gifts, correct?
I think so. I can just double check.
Okay.
I'll never know.
Want me to print the invoices out right now?
No, I'm pretty sure, because we've looked at it before, but I mean, this is $66,000 that we keep pulling, and Christmas is well past.
How to not have these bills appear.
Okay, but nothing has been purchased, correct?
Nothing has been purchased. This is requesting approval.
Okay.
For Christmas.
Is there a way we could
2024.
do that, attorney? You couldn't hear him. He said,
I actually was just gonna say, I can't hear anything that Mr. Director Hunt is saying. If when somebody's speaking, if we can have them speaking to the microphone so I could hear it. But what was Director Hunt saying as it related to the Christmas gift stuff?
he just asked if there was a way that we can vote to keep these off the bills list. They've been put on since Christmas. We voted no, at least every time I've been here, clearly before me too. Yet they keep getting added. Nothing has been purchased yet. They're just adding them as a pre-approval, I
186.
suppose. But
And
is there a way to
194.
just remove them so we don't have to keep pulling them out ourselves?
I mean, I would suggest making a motion to have those items permanently removed from the bill listing.
Okay. Would that be separate from what we're doing right now?
Yes, I would do, yes, I would suggest you guys vote to approve the bill list as amended, as you just stated the amendment. Then once that vote is done, do a separate motion to permanently remove those items from the bill listing.
Okay.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett, Supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
Those items will be
Should I do the
permanently
motion now or
removed.
after all the bills are paid?
relates to this
General fund?
specific type of, this specific fund, I would suggest just doing it now.
Okay, I would like to make a motion to remove JM Sales for $46,450 and OKK Trading for $20,520.90 permanently from the bills list.
I second that motion.
Permanent.
Trustee Wiedemann,
46,000 and the 20,000.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
So that's all. We shouldn't be hearing about that
Is
anymore.
there a motion to approve general assistance fund bills?
I like, to make a motion to approve the general fund bills excluding 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13.
General assistance.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, general fund.
I'm sorry, general assistance. Yes.
Okay.
General assistance, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Was there a second?
That's the ones.
I'll
up here.
second.
I want to remove them. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Trustee
12,
Carlisle?
13.
Yes. Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee
Looks
Gray
like
Everett,
Sundays.
supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
I don't know
All
what
right,
that
item
is.
3, is there a motion to approve road and bridge fund?
I'll make a motion to approve Road and Bridge. To approve Road and Bridge.
Second.
On the agenda, sorry.
Roll call, trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
All right.
trustee
There.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor
Bridge
Henry.
fund.
Motion passed.
That's approved.
All right,
Now,
next
old
item
business.
under old business, item 1, adopt 2024-2025 budget and appropriation ordinance 25-001 for Thornton Township General Assistance Fund. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Right. Roll call, please.
Can we have a little
Oh,
discussion?
sorry,
I just,
discussion.
yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to, just for the public. So the budget that we're approving, the year is over. It ended at the end of February. The numbers that we're approving, Robert, can we post this one we have in here online?
It is posted online.
The one with the actuals?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're approving is the actual spent. So there's no, pre-audited actuals, but there's no
Pre-audited.
guessing. The numbers are fairly accurate. So I just want to make sure that the public knows that what we're approving in the previous year is what has been spent. So nothing more, nothing less.
That's what has been spent.
Any more discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
Item 2 under old business, adopt 2024-2025 budget and appropriation ordinance 25-002 for Thornton Township General Fund. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Basically the same.
Same,
correct?
yep.
So it's the same as we did previously.
And next one is the 100% property tax refund.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
All right, item 3 under old business, approval of supervisor's 100% property tax refund for all homeowners of Thornton Township. Is there a motion?
No, don't do that because there's a trick to it. Tiffany's involved. No motion. Good. No motion. Good. Move on. No motion for that.
Item, just go forward or item die?
We go forward.
The item dies or remove this from the agenda.
I would like to make a motion to remove the supervisor's 100% property tax refund from the agenda permanently.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Next is
Yes.
a bonus.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
So it's off the
Item
agenda
4
going
under old
forward.
business, approval of bonuses for all Thornton Township employees. Is there a motion?
Do you have a motion to discuss? A
Oh,
motion to
she don't
discuss, right?
put this forward. This is
We
crazy.
can't hear you, Attorney, we can't hear you.
We're gonna have this bonus business is crazy. I need to tackle that until she's out.
She's calling you, attorney.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so I was saying that they can do a motion for discussion.
I'll motion for discussion purposes.
I'll second. So I just,
Trustee Carlisle?
Are we gonna have discussion?
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to address the employees. I know that this has been an ongoing thing, and I recognize the hard work that everybody employed here does, and I don't want people to think that goes unnoticed. However, the year did end in February, and that being said, for the previous year, there's really not much that we can do as a board here. So I know that this is tough for the people that have been to work every day and doing their job. And, you know, my hope moving forward is that, you know, things improve, but right now there's, you know, just not much that the board here can do right now. So although we appreciate you guys and we see the hard work you're doing, we're just kind of in a position where, you know, there's not much that we can do right now.
So what motion are you making on this? Just to,
Well, we just have to take a vote, right?
So you, at this, oh, can you guys hear me through the regular audio now?
No, we hear you. I think we hear you on the phone still.
As long as we're here.
What I was gonna say is that you guys could do a motion to either table this item, or you can do a motion to permanently remove this item from the agenda, or you can do a motion to approve. So those are the three options that you have.
So tabling it wouldn't be productive, right? Because, I mean, the previous year is over. It would have to be included in the upcoming budget. There's not much,
Yes.
right? So,
Yes,
I mean, tabling it at this point wouldn't, there's nothing we could do the next meeting either, right?
correct,
Right.
correct. So I think probably based upon the discussion that was had, I think probably the best motion is to do a motion to permanently remove the item from the agenda.
At a later time, if there's something along the same lines that needs to be voted on, we can bring that up in a different motion. Line item motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to be clear, this is as it relates to the 24-25 fiscal year.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we had a motion and a second, correct? But now we're going to,
For discussion, right?
For
for
discussion.
discussion.
For discussion, so you need a new motion.
Okay, correct. Okay.
I'll make a motion to permanently remove the bonuses for all Thornton Township employees.
I'll specify in that motion for the 24-25 fiscal year.
You want me to say the whole thing over or just the 24-25 year is fine?
Clerk, what would you prefer?
to say it all.
I'd like to make a motion to permanently remove all bonuses for the Thornton Township employees for the fiscal year 2025. Is that sufficient? Okay.
I'll second.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, next item is resolution proclamation and ordinances. Item one, approve resolution 25-R-001, authorizing Thornton Township participation in the 2025 program year Cook County Community Development Block Grant Program.
Motion.
We got it. We did it. We did it,
So
guys.
just for the public, these grants are specifically for road and bridge. So I think we have people that could speak on this more, but I believe the block grant is for the roads. There are still some roads that need repairing. So I believe that's what that one will be for. Was that the one? Yeah, that's the one. So I just wanted to be clear that this isn't anything that's gonna go towards general fund, nothing that would be, any new buildings here, but this is specifically for road and bridge. Isn't that
We have someone here that can speak on the grant. Should we wait until we talk about the second grant, or should he come and speak about this particular one now?
I would suggest that he can come speak on it now because he can speak on this item first, and then he should speak on the second item, the invest in Cook item or that kind of stuff. So right now you guys have, I believe there was a motion and a second on this, so it is up for discussion, so you could have whatever individual is there step up to the microphone and speak on it.
Who is it? Oh, it's this guy? Oh, that's who this is. Okay. I don't know that's who that was.
Great, good evening. My name is Adolphus Al Kendall. I'm Department of Transportation, Special Assistant with County Board President Tony Preckwinkle. The CBG grant is principally, it's a federal grant that flows through the county, of which the Thornton Township applies to use the funds in what we consider to be low to moderate income areas where you have improvements that need to be done on roads and or sidewalks or related kind of services. And it's something that we are glad to do in partnership with the township and for the residents. And I'll talk about the other grant later.
Okay, thank you.
All right. That's who that is.
There's a motion and second. Can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Item two, approve resolution 25-R-002, authorizing Thornton Township participation in the 2025 program year Invest in Cook.
I'll make a motion.
Number two.
Any discussion?
Number two.
I don't have any discussion.
Okay.
You want to speak on it?
Him again. Thank you again for the super chat, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for
Cook
the
grant is something that we've done over the number of years as part of the program that President Preckwinkle expanded in order to be able to invest in our local bridges and roads and to improve the driving conditions within Cook County. As many people may not be aware of, in Cook County, South Suburbs have the longest transportation route for those going to and from work. And so Invest in Cook allows us to begin to try and focus our dollars and improving. Well, we put together a plan, the first 100-year plan. And in that plan, Invest in Cook allows us to give dollars to communities, municipalities, to help them to be that bridge, to help them to improve their bridges, their roads, and local municipal parts within their government in terms of roads and bridges to improve the life and the driving conditions and the commute of our residents. And so the township is applying for some of those dollars. And so consequently, we came tonight because tomorrow is the deadline. And I want to thank you for having this special meeting so that it was able to get in.
Wow.
There are two other grants, but I think I should talk about those in the other part. All right.
All right, thank you.
That was good information. Thank you. Good information.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, next item 3, approve ordinance 25-003 related to establishing a whistleblower protection policy for Thornton Township.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Where we are, let me see. Whistleblower.
If I may, the board has requested this ordinance.
And the reason for this ordinance is to essentially notify the employees of what their protections are and to just basically put all of the state laws sort of into one ordinance so that it's an easy reference and just to let the employees know that they are protected if they want to be a whistleblower, if there's something that they have to report.
And I would like to encourage the employees to please read it.
Item 7.
And I guess I'll
Number
discuss,
3.
just, we wanted to put this on here a while back. If you see something, say something.
Yep.
If you're asked to do something that you know is wrong, illegal, unethical, there are protections in place. You can't say no.
Panning around the room. Everybody's protected. They're letting them know
Trustee
that they're
Wiedemann?
protected.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Don't be scared to speak up.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Item 4, approve ordinance 25-004 adopting an ethics ordinance and policy for Thornton Township. Is there a
I'll make a
motion?
motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion?
The board would like to just make a quick statement about this ordinance as well. And essentially, this ordinance came about because there was an inquiry as to whether the township had an ethics ordinance. I do believe that the township probably passed one back in the early 2000s when this was originally required. But it wasn't able to be found for whatever reason. So just to make sure that everybody knows what the ethics policies are as required by state law, and to update the ethics ordinance, it's, we thought it would be a good idea to give you guys a brand new ordinance to approve, to make it clear that the township does have an ethics policy and what those policies are. And it does relate to, certain prohibited political activities and reporting of things that, that somebody finds to be a potential violation of the ethics ordinance. And an establishment of an ethics commission and other items in there.
All right, thank you. Any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
They call in the
Trustee
room. Let me
Wiedemann?
do a shoe check, y'all.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Forgot to do that.
Right, item 5. Approve ordinance 25-005, amending Thornton Township's paid leave policy for part-time and seasonal employees of Thornton Township.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to, just a little comment. This is based around the new law that requires us to, give sick time and paid leave to all employees. So all this ordinance is doing is putting us in line with the state law that's been put forth.
Thank you.
Yes, the state law as well as the county ordinance.
All right. Any further discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, next, under new business, item 1, emergency approval of this agreement with Constangy Brooks Smith and Profits, LLP.
Motion.
Second.
All right, call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, item 2, emergency approval of this agreement with REIT Advisors, LLC.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, item 3, approval of upcoming events.
Cancel everything. That's my philosophy.
I agree, baby.
I would like to make a motion to permanently remove these from the agenda.
Yes.
Second.
Yes, cancel all this.
Any discussion? I'll call the roll, please.
Good job.
Trustee
Yep.
Carlisle? Yes.
Double
Trustee
cosign,
Wiedemann?
that's what's
Yes.
up. Yeah,
Trustee
sure.
Gonzalez?
We ain't with
Yes.
this at all.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
We shouldn't be
Item
seeing that
4,
anymore.
senior lawn care bid packet 2025. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion?
Yeah, so this, go ahead.
Just to be clear, is that a motion to approve?
For,
Isaac Hardy TV.
For
Sorry.
you to go out to bid, this is for the
Sorry, guys.
department to send
For the lawn.
the bid out. Yes.
right.
So, yeah,
So yes, this is a motion, to approve, a motion for the.
Thank you.
Right. So I just want to, as part of discussion, so the packet that we're approving is what they'll use to go out to bid. No, the bidding process hasn't been done yet. That'll start after this meeting. Once the bid goes out,
Number 4.
we'll get them back in. The board will then make a
Number 4.
decision. These companies, as far as it sits right now, I can't say what happens, after the election. However, as it sits right now, this will only cover, a contractor cutting for, what did we say, May, September, and October. The summer, when the kids are out of school, the kids,
Do it.
as it sits now, will be cutting, but what we're approving is the bid process for the companies to come in and start and end when the kids can't cut.
Got it.
yeah, but only for the bid process.
And they're doing a process. Last time Tiff just gave it to whoever and ran it however, when this is how it's supposed to be done, a
Trustee
bid
Wiedemann?
process.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, item 5, motion to approve April 8th, 2025 annual town hall meeting agenda
It's
to be
coming
held at
up.
Thornton Township Building, 333 East 162nd Street, South Holland, Illinois. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Item 6, discussion and possible action to move public comments to the beginning of the agenda.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion?
She's trying to put it at the end because she don't want to hear it.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
All right, item 7, motion to approve Township Lobby Day 2025 in Springfield, Illinois for attendance and expenses for attendees.
Number 7.
Supervisor, trustees, assessor, deputy assessor, general assistants, 1, special projects, 1. Is there a motion?
No, it won't be
I'll make a motion.
5-star
Second.
hotels or crab
Any
legs.
discussion?
Won't be that.
I just
Just
want to,
attendance.
just a question. This is a one-day event, right? So the township would cover the expense for registration and one night hotel? Okay.
Way to get
I didn't wanna miss
clarification.
it.
Good
Wanna
job
make
getting
sure.
clarification. Because if it was Tiffany, they'd be in 5-star
Trustee
hotels.
Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee
Crab
Carlisle?
legs,
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
top
Yes.
shelf drinks.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Item 8, motion to direct the HR director and accountant to audit the township's comp time liabilities.
Yeah,
Is there a motion?
good.
I'll motion.
Second.
All right, any discussion?
Right.
All right, call the roll, please.
That's number 8. Number 8.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry? Motion passed.
Item 9, approval of contract with Civic System Cassell. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Number 9.
Any discussion?
There.
So as to this one, if I may,
Number
there
9.
were basically 3 different pricing options
Right there.
presented to the
Number 9.
board. And I have had an opportunity to individually discuss the pricing options with the board members that are present here today. And the board members have indicated that they would go with option one, which is the 3-year upfront cost with a monthly cost of $400 for a term of 36 months, and over the 3 years, it'd be $14,400. So my suggestion would be to make a motion, or to do an amended motion to approve the agreement with option one.
I would like to make an amended motion to approve the agreement with option one.
Second.
Any discussion further? Call the roll, please.
They'll be going in closed session after this.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry, motion passed.
All right, next item on the agenda is closed session.
I would like to make a motion.
Second.
So they're gonna be talking about.
And just for the record,
When they
it's
come
to go
back.
into closed sessions for the items stated
On the agenda, which include litigation, employee, employment matters, and the other matters as stated on the agenda, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Trustee
So we're going
Carlisle?
in closed session.
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
I'm gonna walk down.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry, motion passed to go into closed session, 6:47.
So it's not gonna take long, y'all, because they get along, they handle business.
Let's get it real quick while they're going into closed session. I'm going to say this. We got some good news. I know this is a small channel, but we're doing our thing. One of the things that I was like, yes, we did it. You remember when we went over to Thornton, I did the Freedom of Information request for the spending for bingo for the last year. We're going to put it on the screen real quick. And I was asking some questions of who and what's going on around here. Let me get it on the screen real quick. Okay. We're going to put our request back up there. And I want to show you exactly why they highlighted Jimbos. God be the glory. It's okay. We may not get 1 million views, but we're making leeway. Remember that we found a double invoice? There go the double invoice. You see the double invoice right here? Right around here. Oh, Black Jesus. Do you see that double invoice right here? And we're going to move this on over. I know I zoomed it up a lot. But this was for the senior bingo night for 11/6/2024. We highlight this. Who is this person? Who is this person with a $2,395 check twice with 2 different check numbers? Shout out to the Levi family, because when we were going through this, I was like, okay, I see 2 different numbers here. And one, it looked like a check number. And then someone that was like, the other one was possibly a credit card number. And Jimbo's Catering was the one. I was like, who are these people and why are they getting so much money? And we went into their restaurant. Was that the one that was doing the sandwiches? Don't quote me, but I'm gonna say God be the glory. We making some leeway down here. Shout out to the Levi family real quick. That's why I was like, oh snap, we did it. We did it again. Things that we talk about here, they address it. God be the glory, because guess what? The residents need it. Okay, it's not even for clout. Literally, we're making changes, and I love it. And I fucking love it. Let's get to the agenda meeting real quick while we wait for them to come back. And I want to send love and blessing to Miss Alicia Nicole. Hold on one second. She's talking to a few residents, but while she do that, I want to hit. Actually, she's talking to this gentleman. Let's put him on the screen, because I'm feeling some type of way about this one right here. This guy right here. She's talking to him. Let me put him on the screen real quick. I don't this right here gotta go.
Those are only the ones that are announced. There are other kind of career enhancement services that we're offering. This summer we're gonna have a conference in which we're trying to build. We're trying to get $1 billion to invest in the Southland. And so there's a lot of different things the president's trying to do to change the direction of the Southland.
Sure.
But
What is that $1 billion grant going to be based on? Is it voter turnout or
That is going to be based on investment dollars that we're trying to invest.
Secure. Okay.
So we're trying to get developers from around the world.
Sure. Got it.
To invest in the Southland, so that we can begin to change the direction and trajectory of the Southland. I mean, the issue, as you talk about taxation and the rest, has to do with a number of factors, but in that you need development and investment dollars.
Yes.
I grew up in Markham.
Nice.
In that,
definitely
Johnson was my mentor. And in that, we helped elect many of the first Black mayors, and of course, Harold Washington and the rest. So we've studied this phenomenon, the decline in Southland, more importantly, in the South Side, but the Southland communities. And in that, when Tony became president, we made a committed effort to improve the lot of all communities throughout Cook County, and specifically within those that are most struggling, the Southland being one.
That's a great initiative.
A lot of key critical resources. That's part of why she's running again to finish the mission.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for that with the camera in your face. But it's important that people know what's going on. It's two, actually. But
I love you, Miss Nicole. I do. But you're a little bit too nice. I don't think I don't think she heard everything he said. We're going to reiterate this on a later date if we have to. But I really don't like what's going on here, because what really bothers me is that Cook County taxes and a lot of their entities are on the residents of Dalton and Thornton taxes. So this $1 million grant, he's saying that y'all just heard what he said, because I'm gonna cut this section out since we missed it, and we're gonna depict what he said. But he said something to the nature that the $1 million grant that'll come in is gonna be used to bring more business and international businesses in. That don't even sound makeshift right, half a sense right. You need to secure $1 billion grant to bring more international people into Cook County, which is going to cause more inflation, because the more money you bring from outside, the more usually the taxes go up and things like that. Now, if he would have said, hey, that $1 million grant is going to be used to build the infrastructure, help build community-based businesses, that's what I like to hear. International businesses and all that shit, that means international interest. So I was shaking my head at what he was saying from the beginning. I don't really like this. Okay. I really don't. I want to let him talk, because I know they're having a conversation, but I want to get the full blunt of it. So while we're still waiting, I just want to go over a few more things. They said that they're going to be removing the 100% tax refund. It's a wrap. So that was good. That was thank you so much, Gail. I want to say thank you. I got you on the screen. Thank you so much for your contribution. Guys, I love you. Yeah, if y'all only knew how hard it is for me to just keep on pushing and striving, but I just keep on pushing and striving. And it's not even about numbers. It's about life being on life and things like that. So I appreciate that, y'all. And I actually like what I do. I actually like this. Obviously, y'all see I do. No matter how many views I do, I put in the work. And I really try. So I think us, by sending these freedom of information requests, we're putting them on, and they fixing things. And even before I was doing freedom of information requests, we seem to be making some leeway. So something is given here, and I'm so grateful. But 100% tax credit removed. As y'all see, we're going to go over what this Cook County man said in detail, because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't like that. I don't like the fact that Thornton and Dalton has to pay taxes for Cook County and their amenities, knowing that Cook County, it has hella profit coming from other places. And then you're going to say that program is for things that's happening in Cook County in the Southland. Don't put the whole Southland in there trying to buffer it. What needs to go to Thornton needs to go to Thornton. What needs to go to Dalton needs to go to Dalton. They've been suffering a lot. And I don't think that nobody else's hands need to be in their pockets. Then they talking about what else? The leave policy. So these seems like preventative things. The whistleblower policy, reiterating that, obviously. Shout out to y'all know I'm gonna have to shut up. Look at Nate with his old yellow jacket. I'm always messing with Nate.
Is that? Oh, I thought that was a manual.
Look at Nate.
Over there. Yeah.
Shout out to Nate. I had to stop my conversation just to say something about Nate. So what we were saying, the whistleblower, that's just a reiteration, and I think something is going on. I hope they come back out and say who they're going to fire or who they're going to let go. And I'm telling you, I don't know why I think it's Hunt, because at the end, the thing they were talking about is the HR and the accountant doing, what did they say? Hold on one second. Motion to direct the HR director and accountant to order the township comp time liability. Our liability. So, what does that mean? I'm always thinking about Robert Hunt for some apparent reason. So, who else? Who else? What else they talking about? Um, I like the fact that they're doing the bidding process for the HCAP program again. What I will say, and I'm going to give my opinion, because y'all know I'm always going to give a good opinion. If you're going to complain, you might as well give a solution. They really need to have that HCAP program based into the school and the colleges. One, the college students broke as hell. Students in school need to know how to manage money, like the high school as well, and have them get the contracts to pull certain students from directly from the school. Maybe the ones that's in danger to need help, or maybe the ones that are good students. But I also think that they need to possibly expand the programs that they have in Thornton, as far as just having these kids cut grass. Literally, that would have been a program I would have think would have been better out here in the South with me, because we got all the grass and the heat. So they need something that's year round for the kids if they're really going to do it. And does that uh, that hat program falls under Kamal? Because I don't think I still. Oh, I got some freedom of information response today, but I didn't get a chance to look at it. I took my nap and I was going to look at it afterwards, and then y'all had the live, so I was like, okay, let's go live. But we do have some freedom of information request response, so hopefully that's the information about with Kamal. But does that hat program fall under him? And I really do think it needs to be expanded. I really do. Y'all got to pull the college students in there, the high school, the middle school students. And he said that's why I call it Crook County. The motherfuckers crooked as hell. They got their hand in everybody pocket. So y'all got to talk to these trustees about that, because they was hook, line, and sinker. And then you have Miss Nicole like, yeah, I love you, Miss Nicole, but baby, did you hear what he said? Do you live in Cook County? Do you live in there? Don't you live in Thornton Township? Fuck that. You put enough. Cook County got their own stuff. I'm sorry. Billions of dollars for the migrant program. They good. They don't need nothing else from y'all. So I think that program needs to be expanded, that lawn program and kids program. And then, okay, so she did clarify that in service that they're supposed to be going to. Because first thing I said is how much? How much? But she said it's just supposed to be registration and hotel fees. But we should have a budget for the year. And I think they should put the budget on the agenda, and like the total amount of the budget and how much that particular event is going to cost, and then subtract that shit every single damn time. Because there were some things on the budget that I didn't like. I told y'all. So I did pull the budget up, but it's like I don't want to. I don't. Let me see if there's anything in the budget that I could look at while we talking. Because I did pull the budget. Y'all know my ass. Pantry reimbursement. What the? Oh. Now, guys, we really got to do some investigation. I'm gonna stop talking, because when I talk, I be giving a lot of our angles away, and then people go do them. I'm gonna hold my mouth, but I just know I can't do everything, so I kind of do that on purpose, because I know we be having creeps. They be creeping, y'all. They be creating other page to watch us, and then go make content. I'll take it. Go do what you got to do. But there's something that I wanted to just say that I'm not, because I have to I have to save some good stuff for us. But we're gonna figure out what the fuck going on with this pantry, because Tiffany still got little hands all up in it. She's still trying. She's still trying. Hold on one second. Let me see if okay. I pulled up the budget for 2025. I think this was the general funds. But it be the general funds don't be as bad as the general assistant funds because that's the one that Tiffany be having her hand on. So I think that's the one that I really don't like. Let's see if they what they doing. They still ain't.
They know who you are.
My baby talking. All right, let me go back and I'm gonna pull up the general assistant funds real quick. See what I could do because I was just looking at the general funds. They ain't changed nothing. They ain't changed nothing from the last time I looked at it. Okay, general assistance fund. Y'all know what we do. We go through this real fast. The hell they done did with this? All right, y'all. Allegedly. Oh, shut up, Grace. I hate taxation. You came up there with your coat, boy. There you go. That's gonna be a new supervisor. That's what I see. Anyway, let's put the general assistant funds up there real quick. This is what I don't like. Now y'all better pay attention to this tax levy, y'all. Because if Grace ain't here next year, y'all better pay attention. Excuse me, y'all. And I've been doing good. Y'all know that long time I got sick a long time ago. I've been fighting off this cough. So I've been doing good this live because it'll come periodically. I don't know what the hell going on, but I rebuke it. In the name of Jesus Christ. But this is the real estate taxes. This is the basically the levy that y'all gonna have for the general assistance funds, which is $9.6 million. Now y'all remember, I think the other funds, I'm gonna look, but I think it's about $5 million. So I'm thinking your taxes up to $14 million for the year. All right. So this is some of the things that's on the general assistance funds. And you know, general assistance funds be fun as hell because they be doing some shit. They didn't come out yet, y'all. I still got my eyes on it. Let me put my head a little bit smaller so y'all can see what's going on with this. But let's just scan it. Scan the shit. This is what's supposed to be coming in. So senior youth and tax food. I wonder what services that to bring $500,000 in. Thornton Township foundational reimbursement and the CEDA payment is going to be $100,000. Isn't that grant that they get all the time? So basically, this is for 2025 though. Right now, the year we in, so you have about a $10 million budget in the general assistance fund. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to switch between pages, and I think everything froze. Okay. All right. Okay, we back in business, baby. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna see if it's anything major that stick out to me, right? Because we just gonna go through this real quick. Lease and payments, professional services. Salaries is $1.6 million. Travel. Now this is, I guess this is a general breakdown of it. Special projects, computer supplies. Here we go again. Y'all better talk to them about this because I'm tired of seeing computer supply $30,000. Now this is this number adjusted tax refund project. This number adjusted. Y'all remember we looked at that and I was like, oh shit, they wrote the tax refund in. Tiffany about to get her stuff. Remember? And now it's different. They changed it just a little bit. So I don't know what this tax refund project is, but it say $19,000. This is general. All right. Thank you, Jesus. What is this? Now, we're gonna look at this, the food pantry. Just looking at this right now, we can see a tremendous difference in the food pantry because the food pantry in the number for the last couple of years been about $5 million, $6 million. And the food pantry purchases was at about $500,000. I remember. And it was like like a pantry giveaway. Let me take a picture of this. We're gonna be doing a little special live tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna do a little special live tomorrow, and or maybe I'll do a pre-live and upload it. But we're going to compare and contrast the budget on the pantry. Something totally fucking changed here. To just everything totally changed. Every time I looked at the food pantry, I was having a straight heart attack. Saying, yo, $5 million, it'll be $5 million out, like food going out, $5 million out. 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 I ain't tripping. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. Y'all know I ain't tripping. All right, let's see what else. We're on page 7 here. Let me see if there's anything else that I see real quick that just due from other funds, investments. I wonder what investments they're gonna get $8 million from what they got with $8 million. This is real estate. Oh, that's what it is. Y'all count, yeah, yeah. They counting the taxes. I told y'all. Remember, I made that short live. That's how they pay all they bills and pay all the lawsuits by increasing y'all damn taxes. That's what I'm like. What is this? So we're gonna look at that. Investments is about the same amount as taxes. That's weird. And it's deferred because y'all didn't pay the taxes yet. All right. They saying the end fund balance next year is supposed to be 18 million at the end after everything. We're gonna go through this. It looks like they're gonna try to look like they say they're gonna have a surplus. I don't know where this $6 million is coming from. Oh, but we're gonna have to figure that out. Look, is the $6 million coming from? They getting $6 million from somewhere, y'all. We're gonna figure it out. Y'all see that? Where the hell is this coming from? And where's the $8 million coming from? All right, we got some serious questions to ask here because yeah, that budget looks really inflated. It looks like the end outcome is going to be $26 million. That's what they're hoping, but I don't see where this $6 million, $8 million coming from. So we're going to look at that, and we're going to look at the pantry as well. Let me put Miss Alicia Nicole live. I'm gonna let her entertain y'all real quick while I just go look at this pantry thing real quick. I'm gonna give y'all one example because I know I can find it. Please hit the like button and thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for being here with Grace Levi. We hit it. We hit it over here, no matter what.
None of that.
Little guy. I don't mind. We making changes here.
I'm about to make some chili tonight, though.
Oh my God, my baby talking about making chili. Can I play a little bit of music? I love Miss Nicole, but I'm sure enough not into that. Let's listen to this while I find this thing real quick. They coming out? All right, let me find this real quick, y'all, and I'm just going to show y'all the difference in the budget. These motherfuckers, they bugging. There we go. Don't worry, I got it, dog. I'm gonna find you, Keith Price. You getting fired. They keep saying it's you. There we go. Here we go, yo. Here we go. Let me start. I got happy. I found it fast. Look at this shit, y'all. Tell me the fuck Grace is tripping. I'm not tripping. Where we at? I'm not tripping. It's something tremendously different from that budget and this budget. Let's zoom in. This is from 2022 food pantry. 2020, 21, 22. This is 3 years. Do y'all see the difference in the budget? Can I make it a little bit bigger? Do y'all see the difference in the budget? $4 million, $6 million, $4 million. And this year, let's put what they have up here. Yo, Keith Price, you're going to jail. You did some shit. You and Jerry Jones did some shit allegedly. I know it. Look at the difference. What's missing, y'all? Could y'all tell Grace what's missing real quick? I'm gonna show y'all what's missing. You see what's missing? Let me turn down the volume. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't want the music too loud. I'm gonna mute Miss Nicole because we over here showing y'all some facts. Y'all know what we do. We're gonna use our time fucking wisely. Let me zoom this up real quick. What is on this that wasn't on the other one? Pantry food donated $3 million, $4.5 million, $3 million. Where the hell did that go for the last couple of years? And why is it not on this one? Is it up there, guys? Am I tripping? Where's the food pantry donation at? You see the purchases, $1 million. Let's take this off. Look at the purchases here. Oh, Keith, you're going to jail. Look at the purchases. I told y'all, I remember this. It stood out like a sore thumb because I talked to Keith about this and I said, what you got going? I ain't got nothing to you. I just buy boxes. The purchases here, 600,000, 300,000, 700,000. I'm rounding it off. And now, this year, it went up to 1 million. I don't know if this is a true budget. Holiday baskets, 360,000. This is for this year. Let's see what the hell they did with before. Look, 444,000, 736,000 for holiday baskets. Come on. Did we not catch something else? Or did we them in court and told these motherfuckers not today, not on her time? Yeah, we got some questions. Let me put Miss Alicia Nicole live back on. We pray that they come out and we figure out who is getting fired tonight. But we definitely deep diving like we always do, even if we don't want to. So we found out we got a few questions tonight. What is that? What is it called? I don't like that shit. That block grant for Cook County. What do that got to do with Thornton Township? I want to know. I want to know more details about that. We got to explain that HAP program. Kids don't cut grass all year round. Okay, now we got to address this. I want to hear no more arguing about the grass. No more about the contract. I don't hear none of that shit, Becky. Eliminate that. Go through the schools. Do a workforce program through the schools and the colleges because they need money. And you get those students out there and the ones that's at risk. Figure out what the hell Kamal was really supposed to be doing and implement it. Hopefully, y'all, when I check my email, they actually answered it because I got 2 back today. I told y'all, but I didn't look. I'll be taking naps. All right, what else? My brain, gotta be putting that brain, I'll be having to go to sleep. And they removed all of the events. So my thing with the events, though, I do think the seniors need events. Why are they always doing that? I wonder what's going on with that. Let me put them on the screen. Why are they always knocking off my thing? I don't know if I'm having some issues. Let me let this play.
For what he was just talking about. Nice. So Crackwinkle's going to be there too, he said. Nice. I know you do. Damn Lee. That'd be nice, yeah. But so Dan is going to that meeting that Big Al was telling us about. Remember Big Al with the great information? So he's going there. Tony Preckwinkle's going to be there. And she's the Cook County Board president. So I can't wait to watch this back because I'm going to write down that information. He said she has a podcast on Sundays third Sunday from 7 to 8 a.m. Thank you, Ashley. Shelby, you said you have surgery next week. Girl, keep in touch with me because I need to check on you. I got your number, so I will definitely. see. And he's a really nice guy. I'm glad I got to talk.
I'm over here talking. I said I'm over here talking. I said we almost through this. I just can't wait till they come out and we see what's going on. Who's getting fired personally. That's personally who I want to see. And I'm hoping that is from what we're seeing right now, Keith Price. But then I'm hoping it's Hunt too, because Hunt is a fool. Miss Alicia like this man.
So, yeah, Dear Walk, I think it was you that said you wanted that.
That's Reality Check TV right there? Who is that? Oh, or is that Reality Check right there, y'all? Let me see. Shout out to everybody who's been on their grind for this thing. You know what? I was talking to one of the residents. Yeah, they live Reality Check. He is there. All right, that's cool. I was talking to one of the residents today because we pretty much pooped out, with everything, but we still keeping our eye on stuff. And what I will say, like I told him, did the best thing was actually all of the connections we made. And I know it's weird. They put use reality check thing. I'm the only content creator that use everybody's shit. Hey, I'm Levi. Y'all love me. I love y'all. I'll be using everybody's stuff. They be all beefing. I'll be like, let me use that real quick. Let me shout y'all out. You know why they do that? Because they know Grace Levi got a good heart, regardless of what they tried to do. They know I got a good heart. I'll be on everybody like, let me use yours. Then I will use yours. I'm over here up in the A, like, what's up? I love you guys. Thank you for letting me be part of this fight with you guys. The ones that we're not even on the same vibe, same whatever, just letting everything rock out. I gotta give it to y'all. We getting to the end of this. It's been a long fight, a long struggle. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm dolo. I am. I love everybody is cool, but I'm grateful, yo. That headache? That headache? Nah. I like my peace. So we've been able to avoid some of this stuff. Obviously, y'all see, only time I really got into something is when I really wanted to. So I'm really grateful. This was an amazing experience, and I hope you two learned a lot from this too, because it took a lot out of us to do all of this. Even when people are bringing the mess up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning making videos for this, whatever their angle was. So I just giving a shout out to everyone. Grace is in a loving mood. I'm feeling grateful. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We move on and we go be great in what we do. How about that? Anybody got anything to add to the conversation before I get all lovey-dovey? I love you. That's it. At the end of the day, we're in rare times. There's a lot of messed up things happening, and to live in hate and drama and it's not worth it. We gonna have to find love everywhere we could and make the fucking best of it, because it's about to be weird as hell and ugly. Look, that's Miss Nicole. That's who we were using her live. I just wanted to switch a little bit. I know reality check one's a little bit quieter. He told Miss Nicole be doing her commentary. Check out her page too. I think she be doing some eating, like going places to go eat. Look at Nate with his yellow coat. I keep talking about Nate yellow coat? Guess who just showed up, y'all?
Leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees.
I'm just messing with y'all. It was quiet. I said, guess who showed up? Yeah, right. Her ass done skipped the country. Ooh, y'all. There we go. Ooh, check this out, y'all. I should have went down one more page. Look at that. Y'all remember we was talking about they did updated it, y'all. I said updated it. Look, let me turn the volume down real quick. Y'all see what's on this thing? Shit. Where my thing at? All right. Let me press mute. I'm pressing mute. I still got reality checks. I'm using reality check. Check this out, y'all. Look at that. This is on the General Assistance Fund. Breakdown of cash on hand. See. Miss Trina wasn't crazy, dog. They got $3.5 million in cash. Cash on hand, February 24th. Breakdown of cash on hand, February 28th. So you got close to $1 million. Checking, Chase. Oh, they got some backup money. So this get the cash. What the hell? I'm confused. Breakdown of investments on hand. All right. This is the cash on hand. This is where they got all the money split up. BlackRock Liquid Fund. Oh, damn, BlackRock. Do y'all know what BlackRock is? I'ma shut up. Only the people who know what BlackRock is. It wouldn't affect y'all right now. All right, Federal Home Loan Bank. This is where they got their money at, y'all. This is mature. These must be CDs. Why it says this? It don't mature. I guess this is just a account that got $2.5 million. These are some CDs that's maturing coming up. So breakdown of investments. This is the investments. Oh, this is a breakdown of cash on hand. So they got $3.5 million at Chase Bank. And then 965,000. Where is that? Oh, they got transparent this time. The total amount general fund tax levy. So they saying this tax levy is 7.6 million. How is it 7.6 million? And right here at the beginning is saying that y'all expecting 9. Y'all see that? All right. So they finally reported the cash, y'all. Let me see. Did it start yet? No, it didn't start yet. They finally reported the cash. I can't believe it. I said, hold up. While I was there, I was like, wait, let's just look at that real quick. So was Trina lying about extra money being somewhere? No. Give that lady her kudos. And they finally put the investment information here because that was not on their other annual reports. You remember people we had to look through. Well, not I didn't feed him an information request. It was Ty, I think, that did all of that one where he had got all of the bank accounts and stuff like that. And that's where we saw the mutual funds. And y'all remember when I had saw money come from one mutual fund disappear and went to another mutual fund and it was looking good for a couple of months. It had y'all know I remember like right on rice. I had a $4 million mutual fund. Tiffany, somebody pulled that shit out, went and invest like the $4 million in another mutual fund. It made money. It got to $7 million, and all of a sudden somebody took 2 million until they liquidated all the way down to nothing. And that was a mutual fund that y'all started with $4 million in Thornton. We could go right back over it. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. So now they have it transparent on the website, and that's good within the audited report. So y'all made a lot of leeway, Thornton. Yeah, I did. Shout out to Ty, because I remember Ty got all that information, and I was there just downloading, like, boom, boom, let's break this shit down. And I think we did a good job. I wonder who they trying to fire that's taking so long. Please hit the like button. Anything y'all want to add to the conversation, let me know, because some of y'all are out there. You know about BlackRock? Tell them about BlackRock. Because you know they're going to, I'm already in the pool. They don't want me to, because I'm the one that can put all the information together in sections, put like the connected dots. BlackRock is involved in a lot of investments throughout our country that may be detrimental to the people. I'm just going to say that. Not only the record industry, but the prison industry, as well as other, almost every board of major company allegedly have someone from the organization of BlackRock on it. Allegedly. Now y'all go digging on that. When they talk about drain the swamp. That's where people be getting confused because they know something going on. But then you get Mr. Rumpus in there. Motherfucker sitting at the table with somebody from BlackRock on his side too. Didn't even know it. But I'm gonna shut up. Shout out to you, Mr. Militant. It says Herva. Is that that's a middle name? I'm gonna say Middleton. Thank you for you being on task, for allowing me to be able to go down that little yellow brick road just a little bit. It's hard out here for a pimp. That's what they don't want us to talk about. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else y'all want me to show you? I got Tiffany. Y'all like, hell no. Don't fuck up my day. I could mess up your day. Let me do this real quick. Let's see. I gotta switch pages because she definitely got my page blocked. And she must know my first and last name. She got my personal page blocked. I was like, damn, Tiffany, you mad. Nobody even be on my personal page. She don't got Grace Levi blocked. She got my first and last name blocked. Tiffany is like, what that bitch? Hold on. They still didn't come out. We're gonna put her food giveaway up there just to entertain y'all. Get your Aggie. Cause we miss Tiffany. We ain't see her in a little while. There she go. That food pantry. You can't give no more cash out in them boxes, dog. She must have been for giving out $6 million worth of food. We showed you. I've been yelling that out. I kept saying something not right. Something not right. Nobody wanted to pay attention to me. I'm still the only one saying something's wrong with the pantry. All that money, they better go get Keith Price. So y'all will be fucking right. Call you just call you Militant. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you making my life easier. Let's play this. We're not paying 7 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Crackhead.
What? What?
About to let me get a copyright.
I got him. Look, Tanika dancing. Hey, hey, hey.
You are not the clerk.
Go ahead, Portia. What you got? What you got? Hey. Where you at?
I'm sorry, baby. We gotta give her the steak face because she with Tiffany. You can't even like her. Ain't that fucked up? Can't even like the girl. Can't even like her moves.
Hey, y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that. Okay, look. I go back in the building. I go back in the building. So that nigga sad. Where you at? Where you at?
That's Jersey music, y'all. That's that house music. My ass started moving like percolator. But y'all know how to do the percolator?
All right, we feeding the people, y'all. Y'all come on, get this food.
That's why her and Tommy G was dancing. Tell you.
Go ahead. Where you at? Come on, where you at? Where you at? Percolator. Come on, get it. Hey.
Burnt out.
Boxes on boxes of food ready to feed the people. You see it.
You don't get them empty ass boxes out of here. Which y'all laundering?
I go all over this place.
Checks.
This what we doing.
Checks.
Feeding the people. But let me show
this year you ain't giving $5 million out this year.
So y'all know how I do with the seasoning. So y'all know. See something?
You see what I do with the diabetes.
Gravy.
You know, I'm gonna be giving you the diabetes. We stop the bullshit.
You see?
Let's go. They really put her song on like this chick is a superstar. She about to get soup.
People, what we doing? Just standing in no business.
Yo, she burned. And everybody else who let her go around doing this, who support this Tom fucking foolery, should be smacked. Y'all really play her shit while these people coming through trying to get some
people, but I show people. They put me in
No, ma'am. You are not the clerk. We just running through time because this meeting ain't come back yet. Look at this lady.
Stop me when I start lying for 8 years old.
Tiffany got fat, y'all, too.
All right, y'all, we out of here.
Yes, we are. We are out of here. Look at Tiffany. She took a picture with Jermaine Dupri. Hold up. Yeah, this one. I'm telling you, she about to be a rapper. Y'all think it's a game. Let me take this off real quick. She took a picture with Jermaine Dupri. Y'all thought this chick was done. She ain't done yet. Hold on, let's play this one. The show didn't come back yet, y'all. This is what she's saying. Y'all over here snitching.
The Superman, Tiffany A. Henry, the people's mayor. So, you guys doing a lot of snitching, and y'all went and got my site shut.
I'm sorry. That's the best part of that shit. I gotta just get that part. I got to. Look, it ain't start yet. I'm still looking at his live. Y'all know I'm on task. Yo, y'all still over there snitching. And look, either Tiffany getting fat or Jermaine Dupri fucking shrunk. Is this Jermaine Dupri? Or no, it's another mid. I didn't mean to say that. That's not Jermaine Dupri, right? I'm sorry. I thought it was Jermaine Dupri. Oh, Burnpo. Who the... Oh, snap. I thought that was Jermaine Dupri.
Scandalous, and I know another nigga can handle it. Chicken.
I'm so gonna get copyrighted for this, y'all. Why they got me finding entertaining for y'all while they back there still talking? Why I thought that was Jermaine Dupri? Look at my little baby. My little man with his old thick old woman.
Wait!
She pretty.
So what kind of robot you say you is again?
I'm a humanoid.
You're a humanoid. What
All right, that's enough of him. My baby looking like I don't know who done it. Let me go back to Tiffany. I swore she took a picture with Jermaine Dupri. Y'all know I don't know nobody. Why he? Let's see what this guy got. Oh man, we ain't doing that. All right, enough of Tiffany. Let's get her off the screen and go back to the meeting. It did not start yet. I'm gonna let y'all. Let's see what Nicole just probably chopping it up. I'm gonna let this play for a little while. Sorry, y'all. Here we go. Just a little entertainment in the middle of everything for y'all. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Hey, I'm gonna play some music and let y'all listen, and I'm gonna warm up my coffee because obviously they're making a hard decision back there, y'all. Go get y'all tea.
No, I was at a party. This is everyone. No, this is everyone. They all came up. There's 3 people downstairs. This is most. Oh no. Wow. They ain't say that. Don't let me get home first. You can do whatever I want to let me get home. So you would bail me out. Good. You get that on record. Have it on record. I know. Who is all this? Y'all be talking about stuff I don't know. Y'all be on y'all own time. They're not here. Little side people here. Yes, I believe. All of us? I know. I wanted to hear about it. People might be downstairs. They might be the 2 people that come again. Yeah, she out of town. But you know she always send a mode. Willie wanted to be down there with Craig. You know, they booed up. I don't know. A little strange for me. Just a little strange. I wish my husband would come in and be like, I'm going out with my guy friend. Told me, nah. Spring down. What I look like spring? Just text me, oh my God, today. My God. Yeah, he be tell him do he back.
Do your glasses, just your glasses.
Shout out to Reality Check TV. We're using his live for right now.
Get them straight. Get them straight. Get them straight.
And thank you for being here with us, guys. I appreciate you guys. Love having conversations with you. Just talking about this stuff. Thank you. Leave our family. Y'all dope. Be dope.
All right, we are back in session at 7:42.
Make motion? Take them out of closed session?
Second.
Yep.
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
All right, next item, action following closed session, item 1.
I would like to make a motion to remove item 1 from the agenda.
Second.
All right, any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
Item 2, possible action related to supervisor's vehicle stipend, which supervisor have received for the duration of her term.
I would like to make a motion to table that to the next meeting.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Yes, in my face.
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
trustee Gray Everett, supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
Right, next item is trustee report.
I did not.
All right, supervisor's report, next item. Next item is public comments.
Who's pregnant?
Dan Lee,
Tiffany?
I've been up here, I don't know my way around up here. No more fights, no more brawls. And they use my.
No, I have this
Down
is
in the
my
building,
low
I see
tech
you.
approach. I still use pencil and paper, so bear with me. I couldn't help but notice that the attorney managed to get on the Zoom situation and communicate with us. And if our lame duck supervisor really cared as much as she claims to about the people over which she presides over, she could have made some attempt to participate in this meeting. So it just gives you an idea about where we are right now. In addition to that, she could have at least had sent the video from her victory party February 25th that she told everybody she was going to have. I guess that's not going to happen either. But so much for her for right now. Right now, I'm more concerned about the township, and I think that I'm hopeful that the math scores up to par, and those salaries that don't match the achievement levels. So I'm hopeful that we can come up with something like a tutoring program somewhere, maybe in the whole township even. Well, because you got to, I did something like that for about 2 or 3 years back to 2019 all the way through about 2021 with ARP. And they have an extensive program all over the nation for tutoring children. And their main focus is to get the child before they get to 3rd grade, before they start tuning out. So hopefully we can get something like that on the agendas of here and in Dalton, and we can start working, because that is the future. You have to have a proficient children, or all our children are going to fall behind the rest of the world. This is a global economy now, and they are spending much more time on the books and studying than we are here. And then also, that goes for the adults also. I don't think we spend a lot of time really paying attention to what's going on. So it's just a suggestion. And also, y'all, okay, with the citizens' comments being first or last, either way, which is fine. Basically, as long as we were ahead of the lame duck person that
Yes.
filibustered, actually, it's not that big a deal. But I would like to see something put into the agenda where we could possibly submit questions during some of the discussions of issues. Because if we're going first, we may miss something and forget something. And if you can have maybe even 2 or 3 questions, that's a limited amount, not to disrupt the proceedings. But if we can have our input put in during these meetings, I think it'll be a lot more productive if we can get that done. And I did have a question about a couple of agenda items. The emergency approval, I must have missed that. We had emergency approval on 2 or 3 items on that first page. Is that something you all can discuss with us? Because I didn't understand what that was. I saw the word emergency. I don't know if it's an emergency for you guys, emergency for us, emergency for everybody. But when I see that word, I was like to have some idea what's going on with that. And I'm pretty sure that you all are not going to tell us what went down back in the back. So I'll just move right on, and I thank you for your attention.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Can anyone talk?
Nobody got fired, y'all.
What? Where do we sign? Like, we didn't, like, was it up here downstairs, or can I sign up? Yeah, can you hold this? Do I sign? Okay, thank you.
Say your name. Emmanuel, can you help us with the mic, please?
It's just flashing right
You can use this mic.
Oh, okay. So I gotta bend over. That's gonna be wild. Okay. Okay. Well, first, I actually wanted to revisit an issue on the agenda because I'm extremely confused on what it means when you guys omitted or 10-1 or tabled it, or no, actually took it off. So does that mean that termination for that employee is no longer on the table? I just wanted to really understand that. And also, I guess accordingly, why you guys tabled the next item. Just really wanted to have a better understanding of that. Wanted to thank you. Okay, sorry. That was awkward.
Can you say your name, please?
Sure, Alicia Nicole. So yeah, I was asking about the agenda item 10A, the termination of employee A. We don't know who that is, but kind of wanted to know why it was removed. Again, wanted to thank the trustees that do show up. I mean, it's just so obvious, where we stand, where the people stand as it relates to the supervisor and Trustee Darlene Ray, who shows up whenever she's supporting Tiffany's agenda, and when that's not the case, she's nowhere to be found. That's a slap in the face. Thank you, clerk, again, for continuing to just step up and do the right thing. Thank you, attorney. I really appreciate your input, your insight, your guidance. It's needed and it's appreciated. So thank you for that. I don't blame you for not being here either. It's just not the best environment. It's been proven, well, it is now when certain people are omitted from the process. Robert Hahn, I don't mean to pick on you, but just realistically speaking, we'd like to hear a little bit more from you. And that's just being honest. As the finance guy, the director, we don't know, if you're seeking to stay in this position, but if you are, please be more vocal when it comes to the budget, or just any financial questions, even have a report. I'm not sure why the super or the financial director or finance person isn't on here every agenda to be giving an update, especially when we have no idea where we stand with the finances. That should be mandatory. You should be on the agenda every single time, giving us some type of snapshot of what's going on financially with us. Emmanuel, I'm going to go back to the whole thing. Where are these videos going? Where can we see the one that you're recording tonight? We just kind of like to know, to have access to those things. I remember you were one of the main vendors that they were letting speak over 3 minutes, and you were heavily advocating for your payment. it wouldn't be a problem if we kind of knew what we were paying you for and where those videos wind up. I mean, I did ask you in a sidebar, but I'm asking directly during public comment, where are those videos and how can we watch them? So that's about it. Thank you, everybody. Please come out. Well, never mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else for public comment?
Good evening. My name is LaSharon Carter. I live in South Island. I've been a resident for over 20 years, about 21 years. And I was asked the question, why do you come out to the meetings? Why do you go to all of these meetings? And my response was, I come to the meetings because we need to get involved. I can stay at home on my couch. I can call my friends. I can complain, or I can be here. In order for change to happen, you have to come out, participate in order to affect change to happen. And that's why I attend, come to these meetings. The last meetings I was at, I heard a young lady said we were pretty much assaulted because she was telling us she didn't have a reputation to lose. Okay, nothing to live for. Well, I do. And so, she invited us out to the parking lot. And so I said, no, I'm not going. The videos have made it around the world, which is pretty much embarrassing, the United States, pretty much. I've had people to call me and say, are you okay? I've had church members, family members, best friends say, do we need to come up there? But we shouldn't have to handle things like that. We should have integrity. And I do. I have students who look up to me. They saw me on the news. They wanted to make sure I was okay and what was going on. And so that was just a sad case for that to happen, for us to be adults, to be fighting like it was. I do have a question. Is there something that goes on when people do fight and you don't work here anymore? Are they allowed in the building? And how do they enter the building? Because I didn't feel safe the last meeting that only lasted 8 minutes. So I was pretty glad that it only lasted that long to see that person entered through the back door.
Yes.
Did they get wand? We don't.
No.
Or
No.
what happened? So, I felt that they shouldn't come. If you're coming for business, you're a resident in the Thornton Township and you need to take care of business, then you come here during the business hours. But during a meeting, you really should not be here. Watch online for other people's safety. Okay, so that's pretty much all that I wanted to say. I would invite other residents, don't stay home and complain, come out. I was kind of disappointed in looking at the election that took place in Dalton with all of the residents that live there and not 5,000 people came out to vote. That place should have been packed. And I hope that this election will represent that we come out and we do vote. In order for change to happen, we have to be involved. There's nobody going to get up and lead us anywhere. We have to get together and do this. And that's for the election that's coming up in April. It's early voting now. Get up and go vote. Let's not stop sitting back talking and, want to fight and carry on. Get up and
I have so many things up. It keeps shutting down my YouTube. It keeps shutting it down. Hold on 1 second, y'all. We're trying to finish off and let the residents speak. Yeah, they're talking about due to high. Why they asked me was I let me get it back on.
And signature mushrooms.
Security. So it was odd that he was actually able to be inside of this room when you guys tell everybody else they have to go downstairs. Like you have people that's on the camera right now that's downstairs watching, that they're not a threat. You understand? So that should be changed the next meeting. Everybody should be able to come in one room for all personnel issues because we are not the threat. The threat was within you. The threat is not here anymore. So you guys should really look into that on the agenda item as well. and make sure that you allow everybody in one room, one place to handle the business. We should not be separated because of a threat that's not here anymore. So that's all I wanted to say.
I agree with that.
Right, that concludes public comments. Right, next item.
Yeah, I know I can't address everything, just, I know this isn't typically what we do at these meetings, but since I have nobody here to stop me, I feel like I can address what I can. So the ones you had questions about, Alicia, for the 10-1, there was a resignation, so there was no need to move forward with that one. And the other one, there needs to be some research done. So pending that research, it's tabled for number 2.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And just even as a whole, I mean, sometimes, as trustees stated, there's either something ongoing, or when it just comes down to there's litigation that's already engaged, unfortunately, we just can't speak of it. So, I mean, that's kind of, where we're at with some of them, which is, we have no choice.
Litigation.
So we don't want to put the township ever in any more jeopardy, unnecessary. So that's pretty much there.
I think that's all I could address just off the top of my head. Sorry. Mr. Lee, the tutoring idea is great. I do want you to know that once upon a time at our Riverdale building, we did have an after-school program. That after-school program offered one-on-one tutoring. I would hope that it would be safe to say that moving forward, those priorities may be put back in place. But I love your idea of partnering amongst the communities. These are what intergovernmental agreements are for. We spend your money wiser if we all work together. So thank you for your input. I think the tutoring is amazing, and hopefully moving forward, the new board can implement those types of things.
I just wanted to ask you a question about the line program. Is it for just senior citizens? Do you have to make a certain amount, or everybody get their grass cut?
There is an age and an income requirement.
Okay, I needed to know that. Yeah, okay.
And just piggyback off what the young lady said, early voting has started. Get out there and vote. Early voting till 31st. April 1st is election day. Get out and vote.
Come on, Clark.
All right. No further business. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gray? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Supervisor Henry? Meeting adjourned, 8 o'clock.
Great. Thank you.
All right, so I want to start off by giving a shout out to Miss Nicole, as well as this wasn't Critical Smoker, this is Reality Check TV. These were the 2 streams that I used tonight. And I'm grateful that Miss Nicole said what she said. One, we wanted to know who was the employee. And they didn't tell us. Hold on. They didn't tell us who the employee. I'm trying to get myself in the middle of the screen. But I really do think it was, is either Keith Price or is Robert Hunt. All right. And they did agenda number 2 under that secret meeting. It sounded like it had to do with Robert Hunt. But they also, she also brought up something really good. They need to get rid of Miss Everett. Miss Everett has far exceeded how many times she can miss a meeting. We have been patient with her. We already know that her and Hinyard are, clonies. There you go. Miss Everett, this is the most we ever saw her face ever in our damn life. That's her right there, y'all. Nobody never saw her face. And I think they need to move forward for getting her removed. Period. She doesn't deserve that position. She never took it seriously. She never had critical thinking skills when she made decision. And she literally let Hinyard guide some of her voting right in front of us. So she's She's sorry, in my opinion. So I'm glad Miss Nicole brung that up. But what that goes to say, I think oh, this is what I wanted to show one of our mods, because you must have missed a live, beautiful. You had I am that one. You said, I bet you Tiffany paid Cozy Corner from Township money. Yes. Do you remember we showed you that? We put it right. Let's put it right back up there, and we're going to refresh our memory of why possible Mr. Jimbo's catering is off the list forever. You did, girl. We did our thing. We did our thing. Mr. Jimbo is off the list forever, ever, forever, ever, because it is. Y'all see that? Y'all remember right at the bottom. Here you go. My baby was getting same invoice number, two different payments, and right here is two different check numbers. So that was Jimbo catering. But let's go up, because you know Cozy Corner up in here. Hold up. Hold on. Is Cozy Corner in here? Or let me pull up Cozy Corner. She should have been in here. But it's weird because, like I said, let me pull up Cozy Corner, because we had got her information too. Let me see, can I find it real quick, okay? And it was because we had our in the background, we don't want to name no names, gave us a heads up about Cozy Corner a long time ago. Let me see, can I find the paperwork right quick? I thought it was on this one. Who is Cozy Corner? All right. All right. Let's do that. If y'all don't remember, we're gonna just do a flashback while we head off of who is Cozy Corner. All right. And again, we're waiting for our FEMA information request to come back. We have two that's out. One was about Jumbo catering in the contract, and actually Cozy Corner contract. All right, I am that one. You are off getting task, but I just want you guys to remember that we actually did that one. We actually did it. So let's play it real quick while we get off, because this is something we're going to be following up with next week. Hopefully, that's one of the freedom information requests that they respond. But until then, I want you guys to continue to support me. I appreciate you. Support us. We work together like a team. I think we got Jimbo's catering in trouble. I think we got him in trouble, and we about to get Cozy Corner in trouble too. So let's just do a quick flashback real quick, and we're going to see you later on this week. Let's press play.
But what I ended up finding was I had did a freedom of information request, and I got the information of them actually paying her. I'm sorry I'm beating around the bush because I'm trying to get to it. They actually paying her. So my thing is, okay, you're paying her, but we just went over the whole year
No, we got it.
breakdown of vendors. What was she getting paid for? Hold on 1 second. So we got that, understanding
We
that.
got that.
Bingo. Cozy Corner response. Give me 1 second. I got some bingo, Thornton Township.
Let's get it.
Now, this is from Thornton Township. This is a vendor for 2020. So obviously she's not doing big bingo. But what I was trying to figure out was she actually up to code and everything, and I started to do it at the last minute, so I apologize, guys. But I said, let me bring it up because I'm not seeing why she's not in that vendor list. But one of the things I think that's important that they should talk about is a budget for the vendors as well, especially when it comes to food and shit like that. I mean, food is good, it depends on how many people, but things be a little bit weird. So this is Cozy Corner Catering and Deli. She seemed to still be actively working now because of her menu is on a lot of different places where you can order from, but I just can't find it being registered under the state of Illinois. Now, you know how Thornton is and Dalton is. Thornton, I probably is in Dalton. So Dalton, I will have to do a freedom of information request with them because they don't have their shit transparent where you can see the businesses who registered with them. But also the state, I just couldn't find them registered with the state. So that was my issue. That's why I wasn't gonna bring it up today, but let's keep it going.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
Drunk as yeah, スライドするお前の地元にスライドする
Imagine if my small business blew up overnight and I woke up to some sales. Boost this video so people who like my products can find me.
Algorithm. Where you at, bitch? Because I'm tired of posting viral content and getting 2.5 likes. We finna fight, ho.